it's our first guest, Miss Martina McBride. She has done so much to support our troops. She really has, and we're going to be speaking about that in just a little bit. But first, she is here to cook for us. She is going to make us her delicious chicken braised and sun-dried tomato cream sauce.
Yum.
Please welcome back the incomparable, the amazing, the wonderful Martina McBride.
Oh, go on, go on.
Martina, also at our counter, Maria Shirley and Lawrence have bellied up to the bar to eat this delicious chicken with the Brussels sprouts. They're joining Cam. This recipe is in your second cookbook, Martina's Kitchen Mix. And in this cookbook, you have done something super cool. You've actually included your real-life playlists in this book. How, as an artist, I mean, it's hard enough for someone who's not an artist, but as an artist, how do you choose what to include?
Yeah, it's really hard. I probably worked harder on this playlist than anything else in the book because I did, you know, you just have so many choices, but I just went for it and I put in, there's Aretha, Ray Charles, a little bit of the Commodores, like just, and I kind of start out high energy and then we get mellow as
Nice. As the evening progresses.
Exactly.
So high energy while you're cooking. By the time you're eating the dinner and the lights are low, gets a little more chill. I like that. Well, this recipe, by the way, is super chill and easy to make, which is one of my favorite things because you literally say it takes 20 minutes.
Yeah, really from start to finish, you can have dinner on the table in 20 minutes. And like, you know, working moms, I come home from the studio, I don't know what to make. This is my go-to.
Easy breezy. Let's do it. So it starts with the braised chicken.
Yep, so I start.
Seared, excuse me.
I start with searing some chicken on both sides. I actually use the oil from the sun-dried tomatoes, which just gives the chicken a great flavor, and also, you know, you don't waste that oil. You can
What a
put it
great
to
idea.
good
As opposed to using
I
olive
tasted it,
oil,
too.
right?
It really does give it a nice flavor.
Yeah.
So how long do we sear it on each side, would you say?
So, you know, maybe 4 to 5 minutes, just until it's nice and golden brown.
Okay.
And then we're gonna remove it to here, and then I'm gonna use this oil as a base for my sauce.
So you build the sauce from there.
Wow,
This
that's
is
really
just
garlic.
sliced garlic.
A little bit of white wine,
Okay.
Love it.
heavy cream,
Heavy cream, all right.
because it's a cream sauce.
Okay.
Sun-dried tomatoes, a little salt and pepper.
Okay, pepper and some salt. And then,
We're gonna add that later,
okay.
the basil. So we're just gonna mix this all up and heat it through.
Get it going. You know what, let me give you
Really-
this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There you go.
It's nice and creamy.
How long does that sauce take to come together?
Like literally maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes. Just
Okay.
until it gets all nice and warm through and everything gets all, you know, melded together.
All right. And then we add the chicken back in.
Then we add the chicken back in.
This really is simple.
And it's
Okay,
pretty
yeah. So there you go. It's all one sort of pan too.
Yeah.
I know, I love that.
And you learned your love of cooking from your mom, from your grandma making
we'll do this
dinners at
one
home. Is that right?
Yeah, my mom always cooked dinner for us. You know, we always sit around the table every night as a family, which my husband and I continue that tradition with our kids. I think it's so important.
It's very important.
It is. It's so
Yeah.
important.
I feel that, you know, that is unfortunately not as common. Not as common as it used to be.
Well, it's hard to do, you know, especially when the kids get older and get their own social lives and activities.
Sports and
Yeah.
stuff.
But I do think it's great because they get it's the time to really connect and put away the cell phones, and everybody gets to talk about their day, and it helps with conversation skills.
And listen to your playlist that you were talking
Right,
about.
listen to
There
your
you go.
playlist.
And it's easy to say, but sometimes it's hard to actualize, you know, with
Right.
everybody's busy
So
lives
busy.
and bringing everybody together, but it's always good to hear it. It helps to kind of remind everybody how important it really
Because that's when you do all the check-ins. That's when the important things happen in
Absolutely.
families. Like at the breakfast, lunch, dinner,
Yes.
you know, that's when you actually find out what's happening in everyone's lives.
That's right. Everybody's focused and
That's
relaxed.
right. So you're serving this, so that's a little bit of basil?
I'm gonna finish this with some basil.
Yummy.
Okay, and you're serving it with some Brussels sprouts that are not traditional Brussels sprouts. I love this. They're sweet and savory.
Yeah, so they have sweet potatoes, which I season with maple syrup and a little bit of olive oil, and then Brussels sprouts with olive oil and salt and pepper. I roast those together, and then we have toasted pecans, dried cranberries, and goat cheese.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that's
it's super yummy.
Beautiful.
I mean,
See, if I
it's
was
such a
sitting-
good mix.
If I was sitting around your table at family time, I wouldn't be doing a lot of talking because I'd be eating.
That's good
So
too.
That's
yummy.
right. And I understand you don't really call these Brussels sprouts in your home.
Well, when my husband was a kid, his mom was making Brussels sprouts, and at the same time, something came on the news about Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So he made that association in his head,
that's
and he's called them Harrisburgs ever since.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
And he didn't start eating. He wouldn't
I
actually
love
eat
it.
them until a few years ago because he likes them the way you make them.
Only about a year ago would he try Brussels sprouts, and he likes them now.
Well, and you mentioned earlier that you obviously were inspired, your grandmother inspired you for your cooking, and She also inspired you in a unique way. In her kitchen, there was a prayer that she hung up, and it's a prayer that now you've hung up in every kitchen that you've ever had since
Yeah,
then.
it's a little cutting board that had a kitchen prayer, and I would always say that prayer before every meal at my grandma's house, and so then she gave it to me, and it's been in every kitchen that I've had since.
How sweet.
Isn't that
oh,
great?
Martina, I love that.
And I know you just took a bite, but I got to talk a little bit about your tour as well. You've got an upcoming tour
Yeah, your
this
Christmas tour.
A Christmas tour, your new Christmas album, of course. But it's not just any Christmas album. I love this. I love that artist that can really kind of shift and mold into a new take on music. So tell me a little bit about the new sound, in a sense.
Yeah, well, the Christmas album is a very classic sounding big band swing album.
Yeah, which
and
is...
I cut it with this amazing big band with horns and everything, and the late Pat Williams arranged it, who just exceeded my wildest dreams on these arrangements. They're so whimsical and fun and beautiful.
They really are.
Excited.
It's a great album.
We got to check it out. We got to check out the tour for sure. This recipe is something that you're going to want to check out at home. It's at hallmarkchannel.com.
That's amazing.
And also, Martina's Kitchen Mix, my recipe playlist for real life, is available right now.